The sky glowed amber as the sun set over the ocean. Tyler, a well-dressed man, watched as he leaned against his sports car. His tie rested on his left shoulder so he wouldn't spill on it. He took another bite of the burrito. It made a satisfying crunch. The combination of the red and green salsa danced on his taste buds. He carefully drizzled some sauce onto it before taking another bite. He found himself swaying his hips side to side. He often did this instinctively when he was eating something delicious. He wiped his chin with a paper napkin and tossed it into the trash can. He walked back towards the food truck. He felt like he hadn't been generous enough with his tip. "Back for more?" said the cook through the window with a big smile. There was something familiar about his face, the way he carried himself, those eyes. Tyler knew he had seen them before, but he just couldn't place them. He folded a $50 bill and put it in the tip jar. "You're a genius, my friend," said Tyler. The cook protested. No, that's too much." "I insist. That was the best burrito I've had." The cook thanked him and Tyler walked away. He shut the car door and tried to pull on his seatbelt when he noticed that his tie was still on his shoulder. He adjusted it, feeling a little embarrassed. The engine roared to life. His mind kept going back to the cook. Where had he seen him before? Then it came to him. It was Angel Diaz, the genius behind SleepMax. He pulled out his phone and searched for Angel Diaz. Multiple articles came up. An image of the cover of Time magazine appeared depicting Angel Diaz with wings and a halo wearing the SleepMax. Tyler read the article just above a whisper. Angel Diaz, the tech genius who reinvented sleep, allowing users to require only 1 hour of sleep per day, has fallen from grace. The revolutionary discovery that was poised to enrich quality of life was sabotaged by its creator. Scientists and tech companies have been unable to recreate the SleepMax technology. What was he doing making burritos on the California coastal highway? Tyler turned off the engine. He simply had to talk to him. He waited for the couple in front of him patiently. When he approached the window, he whispered, "Aren't you Angel Diaz?" Angel paused for a second, then said, "At your service, friend." Tyler said, "I have so many questions." Angel interrupted, "I'm almost done for the day if you don't mind waiting for a little while." Tyler smiled and pointed to one of the benches as he backed away from the food truck. He sat there and waited. It wasn't long before Tyler heard Angel's voice say, "It never gets old, does it?" He turned to see Angel staring at the last moments before the sun dipped below the horizon. He sat down. "I just have to know. Why'd you do it?" Tyler started. "You want to know why I did it? Why I gave it all up to make burritos out of a food truck?" said Angel. "The best burritos," Tyler corrected him. Angel chuckled. "Why don't I just tell you? Not the stories you might have read about me. The truth." Tyler listened intently. A year earlier, in his penthouse, Angel set the SleepMax down on the table. He didn't feel well rested. Not like he used to. The nightmares had been getting more and more vivid. The same one, every time. He wondered if other users were having bad dreams. To his surprise, they mentioned almost exactly the same dream. Doctors, monitors, some even had loved ones nearby. They all said they woke up feeling guilty. That didn't stop them from using SleepMax though. 23 hours a day is plenty of time to shake off that feeling. He scrolled through his newsfeed as he sipped his coffee. Corporations were paying for SleepMax devices for employees in exchange for longer hours. He set his mug down. "Wait, what? They can't do that." He got on the phone. Paul, his chief financial officer, calmly replied, "I'm sorry, Mr. Diaz. You may have developed this tech, but you can't dictate how it's used." Later, Angel sat in his favorite leather chair. He picked up his sleep mechs. It was time for his recharge. He fit it snugly into place. Before he pressed the button, he stopped. "You know what? Not tonight," he said as he lifted the device from his head and placed it down on the coffee table. He got in bed and closed his eyes. It took him what felt like hours, but was probably just minutes, to fall asleep. He felt a warm pins and needles sensation as sleep washed over him. In the dream, he opened his eyes. Sure enough, he was in bed with monitors around him. A doctor approached him holding a tablet. "Mr. Diaz." Angel took a deep breath and said, "Who are you?" The doctor started quickly taking notes. "What do you remember?" said the doctor. Angel tried to think about where he was before waking up, but the memories were disappearing like sand through his fingers. Another doctor joined the conversation. They rapid-fired questions at him. It felt like an interrogation. Fed up with the questions, he sat up. One of the doctors looked at the digital clock overhead. Angel noticed. "What's with the clock?" The first doctor cleared his throat. "You just haven't been awake for this long." Angel put his foot on the ground and stood. The doctors looked shocked. His first few steps almost hurt. The door swung open. It was his mother. "Angel? My boy?" she said. She looked like she hadn't seen him in years. She rushed to his side and held him up. The doctor said, "We have to run some tests." Angel's mother shot a look at him. "No, he's coming with me," she snapped. Before the first doctor could protest, his colleague shook his head subtly. She led him to the kitchen where he sat at the table. He watched as she moved through the kitchen like a hummingbird. She was making his favorite childhood meal, grilled burritos. "It's been so long since I cooked for you." She smiled at him as she moved around. "What do you mean?" said Angel. "You've been asleep for so long I worried I'd never cook for you again." She tried and failed to hide her tears. "They can't figure out what happened, but it's happening to more and more people. They sleep all the time." She kissed his head, pulled up a chair and sat with him, holding his hand. "I missed you so much." "Out of everyone who's been sleeping all day, you're the only one who stayed awake. Eat, you must be hungry." The aromas in the kitchen took Angel back to his childhood. "Thank you, Mama. I'm starving." Angel blew on the burrito. It made a familiar crunch when he bit into it. "Míos Dio," Angel exclaimed. His mother beamed with delight. They spent the day catching up. So much had happened in his absence. At night she tucked him in. There was a sadness about her, like she wasn't sure he'd wake up again. Angel stirred awake in his bed, in the penthouse, no longer dreaming. The sun filtered through the blinds. He felt refreshed. He didn't have as much time as he had grown accustomed to, but he felt whole. It was like the burrito he ate in his dream had fed his soul. A week had passed since he had stopped using SleepMax. He sat at his computer typing code. He had prepared an update patch. He hesitated before pressing the button. The code would break every SleepMax device, forcing people to stop using them. It would essentially turn the SleepMax into a sleep mask. He understood the cost of neglecting dreams now, and that his creation would be used to enslave people, to line the pockets of those who already had too much. He hit send. Within the hour, his phone was ringing. "What did you do?" screamed Paul. "What had to be done. I won't let this be my legacy," said Angel. "Fix it now, or I swear we'll destroy you," Paul growled. "There's no fixing it. It can't be undone. I'm sorry, Paul, said Angel. They sued me for everything I owned. I lost the house, the fleet of cars, the respect of my peers, and I was labeled a pariah. After a pause, Tyler said, "Do you have any regrets?" I chose a simple life where I feed people my mom's signature burritos with a clear conscience. The two men sat there for a while until Tyler finally said, "You know, most people wouldn't have given up that lifestyle." Angel smiled and said, "Well, Tyler, there's more to life than fame and fortune. That can all be taken away. But what can't be taken away are your dreams."